As discussed in the previous video, the agreement between Raffles and Sultan Hussein was only for the British to rent a strip of land in the southern coast to set up a trading post. But as they have done in so many other places, the British broke the agreement with impunity. As Wake noted in the article Raffles and the Rajas, the founding of Singapore in Malayan and British colonial history, when Raffles visited Singapore again in 1822, he began to move against the position of the Malay Rajas within weeks of his arrival. Raffles refused to abide by the agreement and demanded the use of any land he saw fit. This interpretation was contrary to the obvious meaning and spirit of the agreements, both as they were meant to be understood by the Malay Rajas and as they had been in fact administered up to this time. Colonel William Farquhar was more cautious. He realized that the original agreement did not grant the EIC rights over Singapore. This difference of opinion, along with administrative disagreements, led to conflicts between Raffles and Farquhar, with Raffles moving to remove Farquhar from his position. The Sultan and Temanggung found themselves more and more isolated. Raffles was not satisfied with just taking the land. He pushed the Sultan and Temanggung out of public life. According to Haikal and Yahya, when the colonial state began revising the layout of the town of Singapore around 1822, the Temanggung was moved 3 miles to the west of the town. According to Turnbull, this removed the Temanggung and his followers from their dominating position in the heart of the town. They were gradually eased out of public life. They also stopped the Sultan from exercising any authority. In 1823, for instance, the Sultan and the Temanggung were relieved from further personal attendance at the court, which sat every Monday in the Temanggung's compound in order to listen to petitions and queries and to decide on the substance of proclamations. Instead of the British renting some land on the island, Raffles demanded that the Malay rulers lived in reserves. The East India Company demanded control of the rest of the island. Wake explained that the Temanggung was allotted 200 acres between Tanjung Pagar and Tanjung Teluk Belanga, and the Sultan a smaller but more valuable block of 50 acres around his palace at Kampung Glam. Implied in this delimitation of reserves was the company's control over all the other land, not specifically assigned to the chiefs, a complete reversal of the origin. However, even though Raffles attempted to claim that he had the right to Singapore, contrary to the agreement, he knew that in reality the contract did not grant him sovereignty over the island. That happened after more deceit and threats from the next resident, John Crawford.